Abby B, and today I'm going to be making a video about book reviews. These are just some of the books that I found on my bookcase, and I'm just going to talk about them. Okay, the first one is The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner. Even if you don't like Twilight, this is still a really good book to read, and I say that because it has a lot of twists and turns that you don't expect. So if you know the basic story and you read this, you're going to find some surprises, and overall it's just a really good book. This next book is called Prophecy of the Sisters by Michelle Zink. I read this actually around a year ago, and I still remember it. It is so good. I remember I was addicted to reading it, and it's a little bit of an old-fashioned book because it happens a long time ago. Well, it's fictional, but it takes place a long time ago. And it's about these two sisters, and one of them is meant for good and one of them is meant for evil because of their lineage. And they basically have to fight each other, pretty much. And this is definitely a good book to read. I would suggest it. This one I read also around a year ago. This one is also a good book, and it's called Drama Everyone's a Critic by Paul Ruditis. And it's basically about this performing arts high school, and a famous director comes in and he's like, I'm going to give either 1 or 2 scholarships or something like that, some big prize, to the best actor and actress. So the issue is he is very harsh. He was mean to a majority of the students, saying they were horrible and terrible. So this is about a boy who kind of works through that. Okay, this book is called Jumping Off Swings and is by Joe Knowles. That's the cover. And it's basically about a young girl, I believe she's around 16, and she gets pregnant. And it kind of shows how her getting pregnant affects other people as well. It's shown in 4 different perspectives, and it's definitely interesting. It was pretty good. This one is called Dork Diaries. It's a little bit for the younger generation. If you're in middle school, I would suggest it. Beginning of high school, I would suggest it. And it's about a girl who has a rival named Mackenzie, and she's just kind of dealing with that, and she gets on the school newspaper, and it shows kind of young kid logic. I definitely saw that in this book, because she was kind of like, oh, the world's ending, and it really wasn't. This one I literally just read. I was completely addicted to it, and it's called Story of a Girl, and it's by Sarah Zarr. And it's basically about a girl. She's 16 in the book, but when she was 13, she had sex with a boy, and her dad caught them, and she didn't really know him that well, but she was young and she didn't make the smartest decision. But now it's 3 years later, and she's still basically called the school slut. And this book is basically about how she's trying to get over that, kind of confronting her past as well, moving on into her future. It is so interesting. I was completely addicted to it. Bye!